Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. This is Mdea J, and today's video is going to be a review of the Made by Mitchell brand. So I did purchase a couple of products from the Made by Mitchell brand and I wanted to test it out in this video. I have tested out one of the products already, so I do have a formed opinion about the formula, but in terms of the rest of the products, I haven't tried them out. So we're gonna play with some makeup today. We're gonna create an eye look. We're gonna play with some blushes. I'm gonna have fun today. Now, the Made by Mitchell brand is obviously owned by Mama Mitchell. If you don't know him, then I don't know where you've been, because he's everywhere. Literally. He is a makeup artist. He's worked with Morphe, with Beauty Bay. He owns his own brand. He's been on YouTube. He's been on American Superstar, it's one of those competitions. It's one of those TV competitions. He was on it. He's fabulous. He's lovely. He's an influencer, a creator. He's everything. He's amazing, and his work ethic is just really inspiring. So when I heard he was coming out with a brand, I definitely had to show my support, because he is one of those makeup artists that just makes you want to keep going, strive for better, and just improve on quality and improve on your skill. So if you're interested in the Made by Mitchell brand, definitely keep on watching. Give this video a thumbs up if you haven't. Subscribe to my channel. Turn on your notification bell if you're interested in watching more videos from me, and let's jump right in. So the Made by Mitchell brand. So Mama Mitchell is a UK makeup artist, as I said, and when I heard he was coming out with his brand, I was so super excited. I love the aesthetics of his brand. He went with a lime green type of color for his first set of launches, and he put his heart and soul into the design of the products that he produced. So we're going to be looking at the products that I picked up. He also did his first Black Friday sale, and he did sort of like a mates rates type of deal packages for some of his makeup products. So that would have been a perfect time for you to purchase his products if you wanted to test out the brand, because he put a lot of those products on a really good discount. So I did pick up some products from Black Friday, but I also picked up some products from when he launched, and we're just going to start. So the first two products he launched with are two eyeshadow palettes, and they look exactly like this. So branding, everything is on there. He explained his inspiration behind both palettes. That video is on IGTV, so if I can find it, I will link it in the description, because it's worth listening to his inspiration, his color story, you know, the sayings, and you know what really inspired him to put together these two palettes. But this is what he launched with. The first palette is called Feet on the Ground, and Feet on the Ground is the one that I am most attached to, because I'm someone that is very humble. I believe in humble beginnings. I believe in staying humble regardless if you soar, regardless if you're struggling. Always be humble, thankful, and remember where you started, remember where you came from, remember who supported you. Loyalty is very important to me, and when he talked about this palette, I literally was in tears, because it was like he was speaking exactly, you know, what I believe in, and it really touched me. So the palette comes in a pouch like this. I liken it to like an iPad type of sleeve. It's nice and cushioned, which means that your palette is secure. If you're a makeup artist and you travel to meet your clients, at least your eyeshadow palettes are not going to break or anything, because they're nice and secure in this cushion packaging. The cushion packaging also has his M logo on it, front and back, and zipper detail. Everything is in lime green, which is brilliant. So this is in like a caramel print, but for me it's more like earthy tones, green, natural, really warm type of tones. And then when you take the palette out of the pouch, It's exactly the same design on the inside. So I love consistency. I love attention to detail. You definitely get that in this pouch. And then this is what the palette looks like. You've still got the continuation of the design on the actual box of the palette. We've got M, and then on the back there's a saying from Mitchell and ingredients. This is made in PRC. It is 12 months. You get 3 grams of products. There are 25 shadows. Feet on the ground pressed pigment palette, and at the back it says, "Hello my fellow dreamers, I just wanted to say thank you for joining me on this journey. This truly means the world to me, and I owe all of this to you. I've always been told to keep my feet on the ground and have my head in the clouds. It's got me this far in life, and I believe it can make your wildest dreams a beautiful reality too. Open your heart and stand your ground. Have empathy and know you're still number one. Blend without fear, but don't blend in. Keep dreaming, baby. The world is yours." How does that not inspire you? Tell me. And then when you open the palette, you've got the shadow. So you've got the eyeshadow palette. You've got exactly the same thing on the unicarton on the back of the palette. That's what it looks like. And it comes with a sleeve that's got M on it. Again, it's all about details. You've got large size pans, a nice big old mirror. And then at the base of the mirror, it says Feet on the Ground, which is the name of the palette. And this is the color story. You guys know I like to dim my lights for you so you can see the true color. But you've got a mixture of green shades, you've got yellow, you've got lime, you've got a little bit of blue, you've got purple. Really, really nice complementary shades. And that orange, that one right there, I've used that in a look and it's so pigmented, guys. I am going to do some swatches, but this is the inside of the eyeshadow palette. My eyes easily gravitate to little chunks of looks, which is really, really inspiring. Some of the pans are embossed with M. So I have swatched this one, but it does have an M, a matte shade, another matte shade. So you've got a mixture of shimmer and matte shades that've got the M imprint, that's got the M printed in it. So it looks like this. So I'm gonna do some swatches for you guys so that you can see. But some of the shade names are called Salt Bay, Limeade, Bored in the House, and I'm in the house bored. Angelina, Bless You, Our Kid, Chameleon, Tulip, Ground Breaking, Mama's Garden, Earth Child, Decent, Literally, no, Tiger Lily, Clay Baby, A Mood, Bittersweet, Off-Roading, Fool's Gold, Venom, Armo, Grass, Inked, Greener, Chemtrails. So I'm going to do some swatches. So this is the first roll. You've got Salt Bay at the top, you've got Limeade next to it, then you've got Bored in the House, then you've got Angelina, and then you've got Bless You at the very bottom. So that's the first shade, 2 matte shade, 3 shimmer shades. That's the first roll. So this is the second roll. The first one is Our Kid, and then you've got Chameleon, Tulip, Ground, and Breaking. It is worth saying that Tulip, which is that middle like pinky wine shade, is a little stiff in the pan. The others are quite creamy and easy to swatch, but that other one is a little stiff, a little drier in the pan. Still pigmented nonetheless. So that's the second roll. Third roll. So from the top you've got Mama's Garden, Earth Child, Decent, Tiger Lily, and Clay Baby. The orange color is called Tiger Lily and is just as dry as Tulip from the second roll. But that Mama's Garden shimmer shade is so pretty. So that's roll number 3. So roll number 4, you've got A Mood, Bittersweet, Off-Roading, Fool's Gold, and Venom. Oh my god, guys, look at Venom. Look at her doing her little thing. Venom is so pretty, and then a Mood is such a beautiful color. All these shades were creamy and very easy to swatch. This is the last roll. So you've got Armor, which is the green, you've got Grass, you've got Ain't, Greener, and then Chemtrail at the very bottom. So this is a really, really green heavy roll with that black. But this is the last roll. So in this palette, you've got 6 shimmer shades and 19 matte shades, and all the colors have been swatched. I love the color story. I love that there's a theme in it. The pan sizes are very generous as well. So that is Feet on the Ground. The second palette is called Head in the Clouds. Again, just like Feet on the Ground, comes in its own pouch. The zip is wide detail. You've got the palette, and inside is exactly the same print. Nice cushion. And then you've got the eyeshadow palette, which looks like this. And when you take the palette out, it looks exactly the same as a unicorn. This one's very, very pretty. You've got the M in the clouds, so it's basically him in the clouds, dreaming away. Right? And then, just like Feet on the Ground, you've got nice big old mirror. Looks like that. A film to protect, and this time you've got him in the clouds as the detail. And this is the color story. So this is the color story. You've got blues, purple, some teal colors, yellow. Very beautiful, very bright, vibrant shade. He's used this gray shade before on one of his models in a makeup tutorial on Instagram, and it came out so beautiful. This is the palette. This is the one I want to play with today, but this is what it looks like. I'm going to do some swatches. Such a beautiful color story. So this is the first roll. You've got Walter, which is his cat's name, so cute. Better Days, Shepherd's Delight, Cockpit, and what is this one? Dusk. So that's the first roll. So pigmented. I love the colors. You do get one shimmer shade in that roll called Better Days. It's the second shade, the gold. So pretty. So this is the second roll. You've got Bora Blue, Lucid, Eclipse, UFO, and then you've got Skywalker, which is that beautiful gray color. Yes, so pretty. So this is the third roll. You've got Sunburn, Golden Hour, Doris Day, Night Nympho, and Clouded. Gorgeous. The fourth roll is called Perps and Kaikos. I don't know what this is. And then the second one's called Dawn, and then Twinkle, Banana Skies, and Midnight. Midnight is the last shade. You can see that the swatch is a little bit of a struggle. It is a little bit of a drier formula to the rest, just like a few of the shades from their Feet on the Ground, but this roll is pretty nonetheless. And this is the last roll. You've got Hi Honey, Pink Eye, Mama Marmalade, what's this one? Soda Skies, and Night Shift. Night Shift is the last shade. That also has a little bit of a drier formula. So this is Head in the Clouds. So with this palette you get 7 shimmer shadows and 18 matte shades. So Head in Clouds. I'm gonna leave this one out because this is the one I really want to use today. And then I also picked up the mini shadows. So the mini palette launched around Black Friday, or maybe on Black Friday. These big palettes retail for £40 each, and the mini one I believe retails for £25. It comes in this little pouch, but he did do like bundle deals, and so I did get it in a bundle deal with some of his blushes. So the mini pouch, so the mini one is in a plain lime green pouch with the M on it, and it's plain on the inside, like that. And it says Mini Mitchell Volume 1, which makes me believe there'll be more of these minis coming. And at the back it says neutral mattes, pops of blue and vibrant pinks, all you need to keep your feet on the ground and your head in the clouds. Pressed pigment. So I think this is like an accompanying palette to both bigger palettes. And this is what it looks like. It comes with a film. It doesn't have the M on it, but it does have a mirror. And it's all lime green inside. And this is the color story. So this is what the color story looks like. You've got a couple of shimmer shades. So here are the swatches. You've got Snow Cone, Walter's Box, Appetite, Shy Tie, Halfway, Saw, Mermitch, Koko Pop, and War Pink. You get 4 shimmer shades and 5 matte shades in this palette. As part of the Black Friday deal, he did a package for the eyeshadow palette and 3 blushes, and my blushes came in this plastic sleeve. It's got his logo printed all over, so it's so cute, so cute. So it came packaged like this, and the package had 3 different blushes as part of the bundle. Unfortunately, they've sent me 2 of the same shades. So the thing is, because it was in Black Friday deal, I just don't know if it's if it's worth even contacting them to tell them that they sent me the same shade. But we're gonna swatch the 2 shades that are different. So I've got Mango Daiquiri, which is shade that looks like this. So basically these blushes are meant to be liquid blushes, but he said you can also use them on your lips. They're absolutely gorgeous, guys. I have swatched this in my haul video. Absolutely love the finish of it. On the packaging it just says liquid blush. It says the name, Mango Daiquiri. Packaging is very cute. You get 6 milliliters of product. It will last you for 12 months before expiry. You get a doe foot applicator, and that is what Mango Daiquiri looks like. It's so pretty. So you can imagine when you blend that in, it gives you a natural finish, or you can put some more blush on there so that it has more of a lasting power. And then the second color that I got is Cherry Cola. Now I know I have swatched one of them. I don't know which one. It's always a problem when it's the same shade. I don't know which one I've swatched. Oh my god. I am so happy that I opened the 2 of them, because yesterday when I did my haul video, on the packaging, you guys can see at the bottom it says Cherry Cola on both of them, but they've put where's the SPF in Cherry Cola, so I don't have 2 of the same shades. Hallelujah. I've got different shades. So this one's called Where is the SPF. This is the first and probably the only time I'm really happy that a company's made a mistake with their packaging. But Where is the SPF is more of a wow. That is very vibrant shade. Oh my god, I'm so happy. I was so bummed out yesterday, guys. So bummed out. I wasn't sure if to email them or what. And then this one's called Cherry Cola, and this one is more of a natural finish. This will look really beautiful with a lip pencil on the lips. But yeah, so those are the 3 blushes. The packaging, guys, so cute. You've got the M logo on it, and you've got the shade name at the bottom. So these boxes are going in the bin. My blushes are going in the bag. So cute. So we will be using the blushes today as well in the look. And I picked up one more item. Now, I've been wanting to record a more of a shop my stash type of series. I do shop my stash on a weekly basis to take out products that I'm going to use because I do work. I work from home, so I do wear makeup pretty much every day. So I do shop my stash, and the makeup case that I originally have is quite a small case and it doesn't fit a lot of my makeup items for the week, so I was looking for a bigger one. And then when I saw that Mitchell released 2 makeup cases, obviously he's a makeup artist, he travels a lot, and he uses the type of makeup case that I use. I was so ecstatic, so happy. So it comes in 2 different sizes. You've got medium and you've got large. Medium is £30, large is $35. So I thought to myself, the medium will probably be the same size as the little one. I'm gonna get the large, and look at how big! This thing is bigger than my head. Bigger than my head. Look at it. It's so big, I had to zoom out my camera so I can get it in frame. So this is the large. So if you're thinking about getting this case for personal use, the large is huge. Triple think. Probably get the medium. So I probably will still get the medium because that's how I am. But I want to show you guys how it's designed. So you've got M on it. It's got a carry handle here, and at the back you've got the flap so you can slide it on your suitcase if you're traveling, and it's got 2 zips to open it. And when you open the flap, you've got another zip area which protects your makeup from falling out or from staining, or your brushes from staining your makeup. You can rearrange these so you can take out these compartments to suit. You can zip this, close it up, open this, you've got space for your brushes, makeup sponges, applicator and everything. You've got a zip compartment here as well. Yeah, very, very handy, very handy. So I picked that up. I did have good intentions, but I don't know how useful this is going to be for me right now, just because of my space. But I have been working around it, and I think I do have space for it, because I do want to pick up the medium, but it isn't something I want to do right now. I really want the medium though, so I don't know. I might get it as a Christmas present from someone, but anyway. So that's all the products that I picked up from Mitchell. So let's get into a look. I'm going to do one eye off camera, come back and we do it together. But what do you guys think so far of the products that he's released? I know that he's released makeup brushes, a mirror, a couple more blushes, and he's on fire, guys. So yeah, be right back with a look. Honestly guys, this is so fun. I really wanted to play with the grey in the palette, and this is what I've come up with. I think it's so fun. So first things first, I'm going to apply the Plouise base, and this is one of the new bases that I purchased. The Crisp Finish base in Nice and Saucy. I'm going to apply that on my lid, but I'm going to concentrate on the outer portion of my lid because I really want the intensity to build up over there. So I'm going to do that. Right, so from the Mini Volume 1 palette, I'm going to use the shade Koko Pops. It's got a grey undertone to it, but it also has a brown undertone to it, and it's nice and dark. And I'm going to use the Morphe M506 brush because I really want to make sure that where I'm placing my product is precise. So I'm starting off with the crease. You can see how dark that shade is, and then I'm just gonna pack it on the outer corner. One thing I do want to say is that the matte shades are so pigmented. So literally, guys, a little bit goes a long way. You do get a bit of kickback in the pan, but I've said it before, I don't mind kickback if the shadow is pigmented, and in this case the shadows are pigmented. So I just thought to mention it because I know some people always like to know. So I'm concentrating that on the outer corner, and then whatever's left, I'm just slowly blending that into the crease. Right, so I've just placed the product there. Next I'm going to go in with this Morphe brush from the holiday set, and I'm going into the Head in the Clouds palette, and I'm using Doris Day. Doris Day is a grey eyeshadow. So I'm just using that to blend the edge of Koko Pops from the Volume 1 palette, and I'm just being super precise as to where I'm placing it because I don't want it going everywhere. I just want it to be a nice rounded look like this, and I'm bringing whatever's left to the inner corner. These shades really complement each other quite nicely, so it helps me really building up intensity. So to further build up intensity, I'm going to go into the only black shade in all the palettes, which is called Ammo, and that is the shade in the Feet on the Ground eyeshadow palette. So I'm going to use the Morphe 506 brush. I've got another one. I'm going to use that to blend Ammo right into the crease to really deepen Koko Pops. I quite like this black because in as much as I really want a black shadow, it works really well for this look because it isn't dominating the grey. It's really complementing the blend quite nicely. Next I'm going back into Head in the Clouds, and I'm using Skywalker. Skywalker has the most kickback in the pan of all the shades that I've used today, and this one has a really light coverage to it, which is great. So you can either use it as a you can either pack it on the lid on a base and it'll really show up, or just use it to diffuse your colors. So I'm using it to diffuse the edge of Doris Day to give me a softer blend. Yes. Right, so that's what it's looking like. Next thing I'm going to do a little bit of a half cut crease on the lid. So I'm going to use the Plouise and Mama Mitchell collaboration Acid Rain in Nitro, and I'm going to use one of the Plouise brushes. She hasn't got any like names on any of her brushes, but I'm using the one that is more of a detail brush. Oh, she does! So I'm using the 7072 brush. This is the one that comes with the green crisp packet. So I'm going to just use that to just gently half cut crease my lid. Bear with while I hold my breath. That's the cut so far. So I'm going to put Twinkle on top of that base, and that's from the Head in the Clouds eyeshadow palette. And do you guys see the pigmentation of that shade? I'm just gonna pack it on there. It's so pigmented. Unreal. Just blend out the edge a little bit. I'm just going in with the same 506 brush without any extra product and just blending where the two shades meet. Alright, that is the lid so far. So now I'm going to move down to my lower lash line. For my lower lash line, I really want the purple to really stand out. So I'm going to use the Acid Rain color in Ecstasy from Plouise and Mama Mitchell's collaboration. I'm going to apply that on my lower lash line, and then I'm going to apply Midnight on top of it. Midnight is from the Head in the Clouds palette. And then I'm going to use Perps and Kos, also from the Head in the Clouds palette, to blend out the base of it. So right, so to finish the eye, I'm going to draw my wing liner, and I'm going to use the Tardist clay paint liner to just draw the wing. So it's going to take a minute to do. So these are the eyes so far. So I'm going to start with the rest of my face, and I'll come back and reapply one of the blushes. But so far, I absolutely love the look. Can't wait to see it all together. So I think I'm going to apply my blush before I do my concealer, powder, and all of that. I really want to use the really soft one, which is called Cherry Cola. So gonna haven't tried liquid blush before, guys, so this is I'm out of my comfort zone with this one, so let's see. Ooh, that's pretty. It is sitting on the foundation quite nicely, and it's such a beautiful flush. I wonder if it will sit just as well on like powder. God, it looks really vibrant on camera, but in person it doesn't look that vibrant. But I haven't done my concealer and powder, so most likely I'm gonna put it on my hand this time. So most likely it's gonna dumb down a little bit, at least I hope. So pretty. Okay. That is a pretty color. I know it looks mad. I want to believe that it's not going to look like this by the time everything is on. So, alright. So I'm going to complete the rest of my face and come back with my final thoughts. Right, guys, so this is the finished look, and I am obsessed with the eye color. Like, yeah, this makeup is Cool Tone Fantasy. Absolutely love it. So let me just run through the products that I used today. I used all the products today, at least one shade from each. So let's start off with the Volume 1 Mini. So the color story of this one is very, very pretty. I can definitely see he added in some shades that you would need in Head in the Clouds and Feet on the Ground, like that middle halfway shade in the middle. That looks like a good transition shade. You've also got lighter shades that will help to diffuse colors, and then you've got a couple more shimmer shades, because as I mentioned, in both Head in the Clouds and Feet on the Ground, you only have a select number of shimmer shades, so it's nice to have some more that you can gravitate towards in this palette. I realize that my light is washing it out, so I hope you guys saw all the close-ups of the palette in the beginning of the video. But anyway, this palette is really handy. Is it a standalone palette? Would I be able to create a lot of looks using this palette? Not that many looks, in my opinion. I think that there are shades you can definitely use for everyday looks, and then pops of color to add a little bit more extraness to the look. But as a standalone palette, probably not. I would love to combine it with either one of the other eyeshadow palettes or with other palettes in my collection. It's still a very, very good palette. I think that the shades are very, very pigmented, and I love the fact that it's a volume 1, so definitely there are going to be more along the way. Mitchell is big on shadows and colors and combining colors that you'd never ordinarily combine, so I'm not surprised that the color story has this kind of flair, and I'm really excited by it because it really pushes your creative juices to think outside the box. So I'm very excited to see what other volumes will look like. And then next, the Head in the Cloud. Love the packaging of this. This just screams inspiration. The color combination, the graphics is just amazing. It's literally M in the clouds, which is Mitchell in the clouds, so Head in the Cloud. I mean, it's just amazing. Absolutely love the packaging. Love the mirror. I think it's such a good size mirror. And again, the color story of this one as well is meant to push you out of your comfort zone and really make you think and look at different color combinations. I love the great balance between the light and darker shades. I wish there was a slightly darker blue matte shade in this palette, just to balance out some of the greens and some of the, you know, purples that are in here. It would be nice to really have like a royal blue matte shade similar to that one, but in a matte formula, because none of these palettes have like a royal blue matte shade. They all have purples. Like the tones are not the kind of blue that I'm looking for. But other than that, I absolutely love the color story. I love the balance of the matte and shimmer shadows, because to be honest, we've all got palettes with loads of shimmers anyway. So matte shades are more difficult to do, and you use more matte shades than you do shimmers anyway. So I do like this palette. I do like the color story. I didn't struggle to think of a look to create. I think it's a very, very beautiful palette. There are some shades that are a little stiffer in terms of the formula and a little drier, and there is quite a bit of kickback in the pans, but the pigmentation is still there and it's still very vibrant on the eye, and they all still blend really nicely. They layer really nicely on top of each other, which is really what you're looking for in an eyeshadow palette. So I absolutely love this. And then the last palette, which honestly guys is actually my favorite, and I will throw up a look that I did using this palette. It's actually my favorite because of the color story. I'm very, very green, very, you know, orange. Like that's the kind of color story that I like. I like blues, I like greens, so I gravitate towards those colors more. And I really love the balance in this one. I think this one really will allow you play with layering shadows. Like you've got this brown that has a bit of a green undertone, this one, this one, this one, this one. You can really layer them and give yourself a really nice gradation when you're doing looks. You also have some yellow and lime colors to really balance out the greens. And you've got that all essential black. Again, just like the head in the clouds, I'd have preferred to really have a really dark green shadow in this palette, just so that it balances off the olives and the lighter green shades, and even this emerald green shade. I'd have loved something a little darker in this palette. So hopefully in his other volume palettes it will give us more of those deeper shadows that will help with smoking out a look, rather than always reaching for the black to kind of deepen it. But I love the color story, I love the names, and it still really much inspires me to create looks. I've got so many looks in mind just by looking at these palettes, so I absolutely recommend it. I think the color story is just what makes the palette, and I think it's well made packaging, and the shadows are very pigmented. Some of the shadows in the palettes I don't actually have, or maybe I've skipped in my other eyeshadow palettes, but because of the way it's layered, it really zones in my focus into those shadows. So I absolutely love these palettes, love the layouts, and I definitely recommend if you're on the hunt for really vibrant and fun colors. And then the blushes. To be honest, I'm not someone that uses liquid blushes often. I don't even think I've used liquid blushes on my channel before. I just don't gravitate towards them, but I like it. I really like the way it applied. It didn't lift my foundation, and I think it is peeking through. I obviously went a little heavy-handed, but I think I needed it just to make sure that it comes through from the powders and everything that I applied on top of it. Love the colors that he came out with. There are more colors in the collection, but these three are absolutely vibrant. Didn't use them on my lips today, but I will use them in a future video. Love the applicator, love the packaging. The colors are just stunning. And I love the names as well. They're quite fun. So yeah, if you're into liquid blushes, definitely check it out. It's something I have to warm myself into adding into my routine rather than just skipping past it. But I do love these colors. And the last bit obviously is the makeup case. One thing I didn't mention about the makeup case is that the material is like a faux leather, so you can wipe it, or PVC. I'm not really sure what it's made of, but you can wipe it just in case if you get any makeup stains on it, because I know that the color is vibrant and a lot of makeup artists will be a bit scared that it's gonna get dirty quite quickly. But I will let you guys know what I think about the case in a future video, or maybe on Instagram, so definitely make sure that you follow me on Instagram. So far, I'm in love. I absolutely love the way it came out. I think the colors are very beautiful, very vibrant, and I can't wait to see what other products Mitchell is coming out with. I know he has a brush set that I'm yet to try, but I'll definitely be keeping my eye out for when he does an offer or something, so I can pick up a couple of things. But yeah, let me know what you guys think about the color stories. Let me know what you think about the swatches, the look, the collection so far. If you've picked anything up, what you're most excited for, what do you think is going to release next? And let me know if you like this look. Please give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Please subscribe to my channel if you haven't. Thank you guys so much for watching. And remember, God doesn't like ugly. Be nice to someone today, and Black lives will always matter. And I'll catch you guys in a future one. Bye.